Hello everyone. So in my series Salute to the Heroes, today I have somebody very special, Mr. Bharat Shah from India, Surat, Gujarat, India. And it is amazing how I saw this story on Facebook in a video clip I saw that their organization called Chayado has been providing lot of service in the community. And what the clip I saw was, it was a brilliant idea. So as we all know, making chapatis, rotis, it's a tough job. So if somebody has to provide food to the community and they have to make 100 rotis, that's impossible. At least it's impossible for me. I cannot make more than 2 rotis at a time. His idea, brilliant idea, was that every family, and it is about that, human beings, one drop and ocean forms. They say that, right? Each one small drop forms an ocean. So the idea was that every family or one person basically make 5 rotis, and that's it. And then they started from there. So when I saw that, it touched my heart so much. And I am so happy that he's here with us today on the show. So you can introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you. Myself, Bharat Shah. I'm a president of Surat Manav Seva Sangh, the trust which is popularly known as Chayado. It's not legal name, but in our area, in total Gujarat, people knows us as Chayado people.
And what does Chayado mean?
Chayado means shelter, shadow of the tree. Under the tree, a person can be relaxed. So we are trying to help the poor and needy people as if they are sitting below the trees and getting the Chayado.
Wow, beautiful name. So when did you start this organization?
Actually, officially, this organization was started in 1998. 23 years back. And initially, we were giving meal to the patients' relatives admitted in new civil hospitals, government hospital, for only ₹3. Just now also, we are providing food only for ₹3 for the relatives of the patients admitted in new civil hospital. And then from 1998, we started development, because in 1995 I was serving these poor and needy people in civil hospital, and then in 1998 we created a charitable trust and start services officially.
Okay, so what inspired you to start this organization?
When I told you that in 1995, late Mr. Popatbhai Vyas, who was the Minister of Gujarat State Government, he invited me because he was having one property and he was serving, but because of his health, he was not in a position to work there. So he told me to serve the poor and needy people of civil hospital. So I started serving the people in new civil hospital. It's a government hospital where very poorest people are coming there because it is a free treatment. So I started there and I see the people, the poverty, first time. Those people who don't have their footwears, they are wearing the soiled clothes. They don't have even money for the station to go to the station in rickshaw. So very poor. They are starving for food. So this thing affects me, and I think money is required, but money is not everything in life. So if we have money, we should use our money, our earnings for these people. Almighty God has blessed us very nicely, and we people are we are having good money, everything. We are living in a good way, but when we see these people, we think we must do some work for them. And I also see in all the countries and in our India, about 30% people are below poverty line. They are landless. They don't have their house. They are starving for food. Their children are not getting good educations. So we started to serve this type of people who are very poor, BPL, and for education also we are doing for them. And in health sectors, in new civil hospital campus itself, we are running MRI center, dialysis center. This is totally free. We are doing dialysis totally free to every patient. We are having pathological lab, and we have another center in the nearby area. There we are having everything: MRI, CT scan, sonography, X-ray, dental treatment, retina operations, physiotherapy, everything we are having. Even cardiac center is also there. So in my mind, because in India and everywhere, medical treatment is very, very costly, and the poor persons cannot afford that money. So I decided to give all these services at a very, very subsidized rate to them. So this I started, and this is inspired me. And when I'm seeing my activities, and when people are coming to my center and taking their services from my center, poor people, then innerly, I'm very happy.
Yeah, and you know what? That is a true hero. Human beings, what makes a human being hero is everybody sees that suffering, but somebody says, I want to do something about it. And you know, that's what is a true hero is. So what have you been doing in this COVID crisis, you know, this pandemic that's hit us and we are all going through it, you know, so what have you been doing with this?
When our Honorable Prime Minister declared lockdown in this COVID-19, and the first thing I think, first thought came to me that if lockdown is there, everybody will be closed. And Surat is a industrial city. So many factories are running, and they are living, the laborers, the workers, persons, lonely, single persons, so many, in lakhs of figures, we can say that they are living in Surat. If lockdown starts, then how they will get their food? It is the big problem. So the same day, I think we must start some food preparations and to give them.
Okay, so is it because they are daily workers, like daily wage workers, and they will not have literally no food if they don't work on a daily basis, right?
Restaurants are also closed. PC are also closed. They don't have even cooking because in one room, other states people are coming to Surat and they are living in one room. 5 to 10 persons living in one room. They don't have cooking utensils, what you can say. So they cannot cook there. But they are taking their food from the lodge or restaurants. But if it is lockdown, then the problem arises for them how to get the foods. Though we similarly we have started, we should cook the food and we should try to distribute them. So we started this activity immediately.
So tell me about the Roti Seva.
Roti Seva is I feel that to prepare roti is a very hard job, and everyone wants roti. So if we prepare 4 rotis or 5 rotis for persons, we have to prepare so many rotis. So one idea came to me, and that idea came to me because I am also running one ashram sala. It is a residential school in a tribal area. 275 students are studying there. So I have seen in tribal areas so many other trusts are running and giving education to tribal students. They don't have money for the fees, and the trust whose trustees are from the villages, they don't get proper what we required donations to run the residential school for their food. So they only give the food, suppose only 2 rotis and dal. So they will say to the children, but it is enough now, it will be done tomorrow. So I decided in my city, so many schools are there where rich people's, higher middle class people, students are studying. So I approached them and I told to principal that you appeal to the students that they should give me 1 kilo wheat or 1 kilo rice. So if 3,000 students will give me average 1 kilo rice, then it will be 3 tons and it will be enough for a one ashram shala, yeah, school, residential school for their children. And the same idea I applied in this roti seva. I think if so many rotis required, I must appeal to the housewives and women of the city. So in video, I appeal all the housewives that in lockdown, you are in your house, you are preparing roti for yourself also, but also prepare only 5 rotis or 10 rotis for us and donate us. So we can prepare food packets more and we can serve more people of the laborers and every required poor persons in our city.
The food. So is this on a daily basis? Every morning people are making and giving it to you so that you can send it?
Yes. We have volunteers. They are collecting the rotis from all apartments and societies. Suppose in one apartment 40 flats are there. So one lady, if they're preparing 5 rotis, then 40 apartments will prepare 200 rotis. This way, in 1,500 from the 1,500 centers, we are collecting the rotis and come to our center. Also, people are giving puris. Puris that I cannot explain you in English, but in Gujarati we say puris. It is fried thing. So people are also giving puris and rotis. So it is coming to our center, and we are preparing only sabji, that is vegetable. And in food packet, vegetable 180 to 200 grams, and 4 rotis we are giving. So what happens? Because of these things, we are now in a position to give food meal to 1 lakh people per day.
Wow, that's amazing. Because that was my next question, that how has the community support been? So how many families or how many people have, but it looks like a lot of people have volunteered to help.
Housewives are supporting us, but similarly, I can say the volunteers in such a conditions, they are working because everyone has a fear for infections. So many people are not coming out of the house, but these volunteers came out and they serve. Similarly, farmers, they give us the vegetables free of charge. They, in lockdown area, they cut down their vegetables from their farmers. They load it in their tractors and they come self-driving to my center and donated us the vegetables. So everyone support in community, donors for the money. Money is required, so people are donating me. People are donating me in kind. Volunteers are working nicely. They are collecting the rotis. They are working in our centers. They are preparing food packets and everything. And most important things, the caterer, the person who is having 80% staff, he is working very hard. 12 hours per day, everyone is working and preparing all these things. And distribution staff is there. And it is supported by the Surat municipal corporations. They are supporting us by sanitizing the whole area. They are supporting for giving us the waters, required drinking waters and everything. And they are supporting for distribution of the packets, because in every city there are zones, and in zone there is a municipal corporation office. So zonal officers gives the requirement of the packets in their zones. So they are coming to my centers, they are collecting the packets and they are distributing in their zones. So this way, it is everything system is established.
This is amazing. And such things, a good leader, a good hero, whatever you call them, and a good idea. Just the idea is born, and then you reached out to people, and everybody everybody has willingness to do something, but they don't know how to and what to. And you showed and connected people, the needy
Yes,
to the people who could give.
I just initiated, and everybody helps me. All people, they tried to help me, and because of their help, we can do all these things. And particularly housewives and women's, they are very happy because they feel like from the home we can serve the needy people.
That's true. And हम लोगों के Indian culture में माना जाता है seva is very
Yes,
high.
yes.
Everybody wants to do. It's just like I said, it's very hard to figure out how to do, who to give help to, and you showed them the way, and they came out to help you.
In my our trust slogan is that service to mankind is service to God.
That's true.
And Gandhiji says, Jan Seva is Prabhu Seva. In Gujarati, where if you service to the humankind, so it is a service to the God.
That's true. And you are doing amazing work. I'm so happy to have connected with you. Thank you so much for giving me your time today. Thank you for coming on our talk series. Keep up the good work. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, madam.
Take care.
Thank you.